Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Pat's Picks. This is my quest to make money on betting on the NHL playoffs. I'm not betting a ton of money, but I've been doing okay so far until last night. Last night was a bad night to say the least. Let's talk about it before we talk about it tonight. 6 bets, 2 and 4 on the night, down $77. Now went from up $62 on the series to down 15. That's gambling though. I'm very much the type to go down, then go up, then go down, then go up. So I wouldn't be too scared off. I think I'm due to after 3 losing days in a row. As you can see, the first 2 before this one, I had 3 winning days. Then I lost $5, $7, and then a big loss. That's my first big loss day since that Game 6 Maple Leafs Boston betting. And you know, it is what it is. So I have $152 worth of bets tonight, and hopefully I can get a little more lucky than last night. As you can see, all these bets were very close or just kind of unlucky, to be honest. Edmonton Oilers choking the lead, had them money line for 50. Carlo 2.5 block shots. He was one of 2 Bruins defenders to not have 3 blocks. Kind of insane that he didn't have more blocks in a game where the Bruins were just getting peppered. Sam Reinhart over 3.5. He finished with 3. I could have sworn they showed him with 4, but I guess a stat correction might have happened or they took away a shot. That was heartbreaking because he had 3 early too. It's kind of like the Svechnikov thing where I had a guy get 1 short early and then he just never got a lot of more shots because maybe he ran out of gas or the game. Score effects didn't really help for him in this case, not Svechnikov the other day. Over 5.5 hit in the Bruins, over 5.5 hit in the Canucks Oilers. I've been killing the over-unders. If there's one thing you should copy from me, it's the over-unders. Because if I bet strictly over-unders, I'd probably be up like $200. But that's no fun. Making money is not fun. Betting on stupid stuff is. So keep following my picks. We then got over 2.5 in Edmonton and over 1.5 for Boston. Boston couldn't get a second goal. They got the play absolutely shoved down their throat at the end of that game. And I feel like the Bruins got kind of killed for momentum. The end of that second period, getting scored on with 1 second left, and to open up the third by getting scored on within the first minute, they were dead in the water. They played like it, and then they turned it into a scrap, which as a Bruins fan, I don't mind that. But as someone who had the over 1.5, I knew they weren't going to score that period. So that being said, bad night, but hopefully we rebound with a good night here. That being said, if you want to support the channel, hit like, hit subscribe. I'm going to be making daily betting videos until the end of the playoffs. And then into the offseason, I'm going to be doing like team reviews, looking at what teams can look at in the future. More so of a breakdown type of thing than a betting thing. And then we'll resume the betting videos at the beginning of next season. So like, subscribe for more content. There will be summer content, hockey related, outside of betting. So let's go into the Canes and Rangers. As you can see, the Rangers are the dog after winning the first 2 games at home, with Carolina being the favorite at home, which is not surprising at all. Over under 5.5, and not a lot of value on the spread unless you are big on the Rangers, which I would stay away from that tonight. I think it's fool's gold, but we'll see. Especially since it's, maybe you're big on Shesterkin. Actually, I shouldn't say it's fool's gold. I'm just not playing it because I'm all over Carolina tonight in terms of the way I'm betting. So let's start off with shots. First 5 shots, I'm going with Carolina. If Carolina does not start on time, they're dead in the water in this series. And I think Rob Brindamore knows that. I think Carolina is an experienced team that knows that. They got swept last year in the playoffs and got eliminated. They don't want that to happen again. They have home ice. This series screams Homer series. I feel like the Rangers are going to win their home games. Carolina is going to win their home games. We're going to go to Game 7, and then you can flip a coin. Because Carolina has not played bad. They've just been very undisciplined with their penalties. And eventually, I feel like they're going to break that trend. And if they don't, they're going to be packing their bags and going to Cancun pretty soon. But these 2 bets, Igor Shesterkin over 30.5 and Carolina first to 5 shots. You know why I think the 5 shots, I just said it. And for Igor, 4 of the 6 goalies the 4 of the 6 starters versus Carolina in this playoffs have hit this over so far. This is a home game Carolina has to win. I feel like they're going to be peppering the puck on net versus Shesterkin. Shesterkin should hang in there. I don't think he's the type of goalie to get chased in the playoffs. And I think Carolina wins this game. I think they run up the shots, but I didn't want to bet Carolina straight up just because they did choke a lead at the end of last game, and there is a chance they choke another one. So I did over 5.5. I think Carolina's dominant possession game and shot total is going to put like 2, 3, maybe even 4 or 5 past Shesterkin tonight, a la what we saw happen to Jeremy Swayman yesterday with the constant pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. Pressure also puts the puck in your net eventually. I think the Rangers are too talented to be kept off the board. They're starting Kochetkov tonight, which they're going to be trying to limit his shots against, but it makes you wonder with Kochetkov not playing consistent hockey if he can hold them to a low goal total. I don't think he can. I think Carolina scores a few. I think the Rangers score a few. I think the over is the bet of the day. I may even double down on that before the game starts at 7 p.m. tonight. We then go to my little parlay. As I said, I'm trying to make these parlays a little less of a total because that's how I've lost some money, just putting a little too much on the parlays. So we're going a small one. Carolina Hurricanes win. Gensel over 2.5 shots. He had 3 in the first period last game, by the way. And Aho over half a point. If Carolina wins, the Aho, Svetch, and Gensel line is going to be performing. So I feel like if you're going to bet Carolina, you might as well throw a few props because if they're not playing hard, Carolina's probably not winning this game. So those are my bets for this game. I feel pretty good about them, to be honest. Like, I could see all 4 of these hitting. That being said, all 4 of them will probably miss now. Let's talk about Stars Avs. This game I am cautiously betting on. I bet less than I did on the first game. As you can see, I have $60 worth of bets here. In the first game, I had about 90, 88, something like that. So as you can see, about 30 more bucks on that game because this game is a little harder to predict. The Stars, I think, should win this game, which is why I have this one. And I feel like the under should hit based off how the first game went. I feel like Dallas is going to control most of the play in these games. You're going to see Colorado score on their rushes. And I think you're going to see that Dallas is a kind of a trap team in terms of how they play. They shut the game down. They slow it down versus Colorado. They're trying to play their style of hockey. And that's good and all. But when you have Nathan MacKinnon, Cale Makar, Mikko Rantanen just driving play, that power play, it's hard to see Colorado ever being shut out. And they're going to score on their chances, although I think with how shallow Colorado's lineup is, their chances are going to be a little few and far between. So if you get an off night from McKinnon or Rantanen or Makar, Colorado could be dead in the water. So I think the under for 27.5 for Jake Onger is a good bet. Now, Colorado had 26 shots total last game and scored 4 goals. I feel like Dallas is going to keep on limiting those shots, and they're going to score 1 or 2. So I like the under Ottinger quite a bit at $25 to at minus 120. The under. I think Dallas is going to bounce back. I think they're too well coached. I think they're going to win this game probably 4-2, 3-2. So I like the under. And then on top of this, I coupled Dallas money line, Ottinger under under 27.5 saves, and then neither team to reach 5 goals. I like this parlay a lot. If you're picking Dallas, I think this is a great bet to do. If you are a parlay person like myself, who likes to lose money on parlays, because I usually pick score effects, game effects when I see a team winning and how they win. It's hard to see Dallas winning a shootout. So if they win, I think they're going to win a tight, grindy game, and I think they're going to keep the shot totals low. So quicker video today. I'm doing a quicker one just because, the games are in like an hour and a half, so I want it up sooner rather than later. About $150 worth of bets tonight. More money on the Rangers and Canes. Feel free to look through my picks. Feel free to comment. I appreciate some comments to let me know what you think of my picks, your picks tonight, all that stuff. Hit like, hit subscribe. Subscribing grows the channel. Liking the video shows it to more people. I'd really appreciate that. And I'm going to end the video here tonight. Enjoy the hockey, guys. Bet responsibly. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next Pat's Pick video. Peace.